The rec bag squat is going to be one of our staple squat exercises. The rec bag is a great implement to use for a squat because we can actually get some weight up without having to hold on to a heavy kettlebell or dumbbells, which is going to test a little more the grip strength. The rec bag really distributes the weight evenly and it allows people to get a handle on those heavy weighted squats. So this is a really good one, especially for Lit Wednesdays. We can kind of throw this in wherever though, because it is a great squat exercise. So level number one, we're actually gonna start with just kind of what I would call a goblet rec bag squat. So instead of grabbing it by the handles like we may be used to, kind of in the forearm front rack position, I'm just gonna say go ahead and give it a nice big hug. All right, this is gonna allow us to get that nice squat stance, and we're gonna bring the rec bag down. Hopefully we can get those hips down to the knee level without the heels coming off the ground. This is a little more forgiving for those people without a little dorsiflexion that may still be struggling to find their squats, because I can pivot forward a little bit and the weight stays distributed over my hips without any lower back sensitivities. That brings us to level number two with the rec bag, which is gonna be the front loaded squat. So we're gonna grab the rec bag. Maybe we're just coming off a rec bag clean and we're already in position, but we wanna make sure that we hike it up correctly. So going through that, we're gonna reach down to the two handles. We're gonna explode upwards to get a quick flip at the top. This is gonna set that in a nice position in that front rack. From there, you can take your hands off the handles if you like, cross your hands over. Maybe that helps you get a little better grip. Now we're really gonna focus on keeping this upright and not spilling forward as we go down to our squat. So this is gonna focus on the quadriceps a lot more and really help develop that squat pattern that we need. For the third and final level of the rec bag squat, we're gonna go into that back squat. So this one can be a little bit tricky. If you notice that you're leaning forward excessively, maybe you're not quite ready for the back squat right yet. We don't want to risk any injuries, so make sure your squat pattern is solid before we move on to level number three. So we're gonna start by grabbing the rec bag in a nice clean position. Then we're gonna punch it up and lay it over our head, okay? We wanna make sure that we're not bringing our chin down to our sternum here. We wanna stay nice and strong, kind of folding the rec bag over our shoulders. So here we go, we grab on, we give a nice little clean, hike it right up. From here I can punch up and over. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that it's rested on my shoulders. I can grab onto these handles and let that fall back a little bit. Now from here, I find my squat stance and I go all the way down until my elbows touch my knees and then drive up again. We're adding a little more hip in this, but a lot of quads as well. So down and up. From there, when you're finished, make sure you have space behind you. You can simply let go of the rec bag and get ready for your rest round.